Hello, everyone. This is Jose here from my bunkers in northern New Jersey. And this Libyan thing is really getting interesting, and the more I think about it, the more I hear actual and see actual videos of Obama saying that going into, for instance, saying if we went into Iran, this is 2007, that'd be unconstitutional, that the president just can't do it, even though Iran has all kinds of nuclear or potential nuclear weapons, or they're trying to get them. And then you have Joe Biden talking about the president acting alone being unconstitutional and an impeachable offense. You have Kucinich saying that what Obama did was an impeachable offense. You have various people on both sides. Ron Paul saying that what Obama did in Libya without the consent of Commerce is an impeachable offense. You see, after we went into Iraq, Muammar Gaddafi said, "Whoa, ho, ho, ho." He said, here's what I have. This is all the nuclear crap that I have. I'm not building anything, so I don't have any more weapons of mass destruction. So we can't use that same concept to go in there and take them out. Now, what I find very difficult with the mainstream media is that no one's asking any of the military generals, would you question any of these orders by Chairman Obama, being that it's obvious that they are unconstitutional, what he's asking the military to do. Now, we ran into this in Nazi Germany during World War II, and we had a thing called the Nuremberg trials. Remember that? Nuremberg trials. Look that up, Nuremberg trials. Well, apparently, if you disobey an order because you think it's in violation of the Geneva Convention and all that, basically your government can't hold you accountable for doing that. Except I think they did in relating to the Gulf War thing. But anyhow, let's get back to this again. So they established that you have an obligation above the wishes of your dictator or your elected official or whatever, the guy in power, the Fuhrer, the Chairman Obama or whoever. You have an obligation not to carry out orders which you feel are wrong and which you feel are unconstitutional. Now, every one of these people in the military take an oath to this country, swearing to put their lives down to uphold and protect the U.S. Constitution. Well, what's going on in Libya, these pilots, the American pilots, and the American officers that are telling them to do this, they're all in violation of their oath they took as officers, and they really should all be dismissed. Or at least the higher up people should be dismissed, because what they did is in direct violation of the U.S. Constitution. Now, I always thought that the military had some sense of propriety, some sense of noble honor, and what they're doing here has nothing to do with being honorable. What they're doing there is doing the work of Obama, who's totally out of control at this point. And by this action, what he's doing, he's setting the precedent that we're going to have to go in and take out Saudi Arabia. We're going to have to take out all these people who have dictatorships. I think it'd be really wonderful if the Canadians got involved in our labor situation with the teachers, down in Wisconsin. I think it'd be very interesting if the Prime Minister of Canada, for moral reasons, decided to put a no-fly zone over the entire state of Wisconsin. I mean, after all, I think Wisconsin does touch the Great Lakes, which in theory touch the Canadians, so they have a vested interest in this. And maybe they can't stand to see the governor ruling over these union people, and maybe he wants to help the union people banish the governor, so he has to take exile out of the country. Same thing goes with Mexico. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting if Mexico decided to have a no-fly zone over Texas, the southern part of Texas, southern part of New Mexico and Arizona, and we might as well throw in the southern part of California, so that the oppressed people can get to their jobs, so they don't have to worry about all these vicious gun people who intercept them. So, if Mexico were to do that, I mean, would that be declared an act of war? Now, most honestly, the Mexican federales already go onto our soil at will anyhow, and we don't say anything about it. But and we don't consider that an act of war. But it'd be very interesting to see if they were to do a no-fly zone, if Obama wouldn't think that was an act of war, or if Canada would come down and cover Wisconsin and just blow up every airport and secure the place so that the locals could seize power from this terrible governor who Obama thinks he's terrible. Obama thinks he's oppressive, and Obama thinks the governors of all the states that are taking a stand against illegal immigration are abhorrent and terrible. So why not have Mexico come in and do a no-fly zone over those areas, those regions, to stop the immigration people from stopping these poor, starving people who are yearning to be free. And in the case up in Wisconsin, the Canadians, helping support the government, support the people, I should say, the oppressed union workers who only want to eat, right? Have them support that. No, this whole thing is totally out of control. We have totally lost direction. We have totally lost any semblance of what we're doing at this point as a nation. And I think, honestly, that Mr. Obama, or Chairman Obama, as I like to refer to him, and his comrades who are still in lockstep support, I find it totally amazing. No matter what you come up with Obama, they say, well, Bush did this or Bush did that. That's the same Clinton tactics when he was boffing Monica Lewinsky in the White House. All of a sudden, they did all this research, and they decided that all presidents were horny SOBs, and they were all worthless pieces of crap. And so what's the big deal with Clinton? This was their strategy. Ruin the image of all, this was Clinton's strategy, ruin the image of all past presidents just to justify what Clinton was caught doing in the White House. And, then the whole thing comes in that, well, what he does in his own time is his own business, and as long as he's doing a good job. Well, during the time he was doing a good job, the Chinese got the secret on how to launch a long-range missile and put a bomb down the chimney of your house if they wanted to, okay? And then we had the guys Black Hawk down because he wasn't concentrating on that little deal. We had guys dragged out of a helicopter and dragged to death and beat to death and torn apart and savaged by the mobs down there because we didn't want to have a big military exposure down there. Then, of course, you had the coal, which was blown up because our guys weren't allowed to have armed machine guns on their boat to take out the that Zodiac boat, whatever it was, which came alongside that boat and blew it up. So anyhow, this is what we're up with. And by the way, you might be interested to know that Bill Ayers, the terrorist who blew up all kinds of stuff and has no regrets for what he did, he was giving a lecture on activism at Montclair State University tonight. So, it's totally amazing. There were two assembly people who wrote letters to the president of Montclair, and God bless them. I'm going to do some letters to the editors thanking them. But the media is totally oblivious to this anyhow. So whoever these people are who really take joy in the demise of this country, demise of just total breakdown of our morality, breakdown of just if it feels good, do it. and the takedown of our economy. It's very, very interesting. This has been the biggest plot that's so involved. It's mind-boggling. It's hard to even think it's going on, but it is. Anyhow, on that note, have a wonderful day. Make sure you eat your greens. Okay, take enough flaxseed oil, and God bless you all.